Hello there, welcome to Now That You're Awake with Charles Eaton. This is our opportunity to learn about the ways and purposes of God in life. So this morning we're considering something really important. I'd like to read from Matthew chapter 25 from verse 24. This is the NLT, New Living Translation. It says, "Then the servant with one bag of silver came and said, 'Master, I knew you were a harsh man, harvesting crops you didn't plant and gathering crops you didn't cultivate. I was afraid I would lose your money, so I hid it in the earth. Look, here is your money back.' But the master replied, 'You wicked and lazy servant. If you knew I harvested crops I didn't plant and gathered crops I didn't cultivate, why didn't you deposit my money in the bank? At least I could have gotten some interest on it.' Then he ordered, 'Take the money from this servant and give it to the one with the 10 bags of silver. To those who use well what they are given, even more will be given, and they will have an abundance. But from those who do nothing, even what little they have will be taken away. Now throw this useless servant into outer darkness, where there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth.'" Now, the topic of what we're talking about is really no more bearing money. See what this young man did. He was given just one task, same task that was given to every other person. Only thing is, he got the distribution that was just based on his capacity. Some people got five bags of silver, $5,000, five whatever, and that one who got 5 made 10 out of it. The one who had 2 made 4 out of it. He doubled it. Now the least this young man would have done, just like his colleagues did, would have been to double. But rather than double, he did worse. Now, see what he did. He didn't double, and he didn't keep the money the way it was. His story just reminds me of the miserly salesman who would put all his resources, all his gold, and just bury them under the ground and just adore them, bring them out and love them, and then put them back in the ground. The only problem with that is this is exactly what's going on. You don't gain more value with what goes into the ground when it's not seed. Putting money in the ground is not making it better. What I know goes into the earth and brings increase is a seed. Now, if he had taken that money and put it into plants, buying seed, so he would have plants and we would harvest a crop and he would give it to traders, that would be a good thing. Now, that is what you call bearing money. And that's what we do. We bury money in different ways. We bury money in supermarkets where we shouldn't buy things. We bury money buying tech that we're not going to use, or we do not understand, or that's way ahead of our environment. We bury money getting clothes that we look good before people, but it doesn't really matter. The clothes we don't need for our weather, clothes we don't need for our environment, clothes that attract trouble. We bury money when we go to places that are way over our heads, way over our normal expenditure, living in houses that we shouldn't be living in, and all that. We bury money when we take the things that are supposed to be meant for giving increase, creating profit and making things better for people, and we take that instead for leisure. We use that for other things. You are not bringing any profit to yourself when you take what should bring increase and you put it in the ground. The ground is not the place. You're not a farmer. So what you can do is put the money in places where there'll be increase. So gain financial literacy. Learn how to trade. Learn how the money market works. Learn how you could approach people and you can make trades with them so that they can manage your money for you. But what you can't do is take the resources that you've been given and you just keep them there in a savings account, in in the ground, in your house, or in things that are not just moving your money forward, and they are just giving you a bad name. You are now wicked and lazy just because of that. This is a call. I think this is a call for you to change how you address this thing about the resources that have been given to you. They're for you to manage. They're not for you to spend recklessly. They're not for you to use as you will. They're meant for you to do something important with. All right? So today, agree with me. No more bearing of good money. No more bearing of resources. If you buy with the resources seeds that you need to put in the ground, and you go into agriculture or any other thing, that's good. Aside from that, that's just reckless behavior. It's wicked and it's lazy, and we need to change and repent of it. So that's the call this morning. All right, think about it. How are you spending your money? How are you eating? How are you dressing? How are you doing anything? All the resources that have been given to you need to be spent wisely. If you're not, you're wicked and lazy. And I don't want that to be you. All right? So think about it and do something about it today. I pray that you will find the strength and wisdom to confront this and do something about it. Good. Have a great day.